Yes, perfect. So starting, excuse me, in a comfortable seat. Come into stillness and either close the eyes or fix the gaze down onto one point. And make any adjustments that you need to be comfortable here so the spine can lengthen up. And bring your awareness inside and take a moment or two to check in with yourself and see how you're doing. To notice what's coming up for you this morning. Become aware of the physical sensations, emotional sensations, your mood and your energy. And bring the hands into prayer in front of the heart. And there is an opportunity to set an intention for your practice, for your day, for your weekend. We'll take an inhale together. Send out your intentions with your exhale. And release your hands down and move into child's pose. Let your hips settle back towards your heels, the head rests down, elbows and forearms on the mat. Take a few breaths here to soften the lower back and the hips, the shoulders maybe. And start to connect to your breath. Find a smooth, even breath. And start to walk your hands over to the right side, off of the mat. You're stretching the arms forwards, make this quite active. The side stretch through your left side. Walk your hands through center and over to the left. Feel that stretch through the right side. Come back to center and thread the needle. Bring your right arm through. Turn so the right shoulder and the right side of the head comes down. Extend the right hand forwards and switch sides. Reach your left hand forwards. Take an inhale through the nose and sigh out through the mouth. Come up to all fours. On your inhale, moving into cow pose, lift the head up, open the chest. Exhale, round the back for cat pose. And keep moving between cow and cat with your breath. And then slow the movement down and find a neutral spine. Tuck the toes under and push back to downward facing dog. Send your sit bones up and back. Really press into your hands. Spread your fingers out and plug the fingertips in, and then start to pedal out your feet. And then find stillness here. Press the mat away. Lift your sit bones up. Really lengthen the spine. Hug the belly in and let the heels sink towards the mat. No need to touch down, but they're pressing towards the mat. On an inhale, come forwards to plank. Hold it here. Shoulders over the wrists. Legs are strong. The core is strong. Press the mat away. You're pressing with your hands and with your feet, your toes. One more breath. Be strong. Now drop your knees down for a modified plank. Don't creep them forwards. Take an inhale here. On your exhale, bend the elbows lower down onto your belly. Press the tops of the feet down and the forehead down. Elbows tuck into the sides. 3 small cobras on your inhale. Lift up any amount, not a big lift up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale to rise. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press up through all fours. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up, 3-legged dog, straight and strong out behind you. Keep pressing into your hands and extend out through your right heel. You're looking straight back towards your left foot and the elbows are straight. Now bend your right knee, bring your right heel in towards your bum and lift that knee up towards the ceiling, open hip down dog. On an inhale, extend the right leg, square off the pelvis. Release the right foot next to the left. Inhale, the left leg lifts up, straight and strong out behind you. Bend the left knee, open the left hip, point your knee up towards the ceiling, keep the shoulders square, elbows straight. Inhale, straighten the leg, square the pelvis, drop the left foot down. Inhale forwards into your plank. Hold it here. On an exhale, either knees up or knees down. Lower all the way down onto your belly. 3 baby cobras. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lower down. Feel the legs are strong. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, open the chest, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, push up through the knees or plank. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. On your next exhale, look forwards. Slowly walk the feet to the hands at the top of the mat. And fold into ragdoll. A nice bend in the knees, let the head go. And rest your little fingers in the opposite elbow creases. Give the head a shake out. Start to sway from side to side. And then backwards and forwards. The toes nice and long. And lower the arms down down to the floor. On an inhale, press into your feet and curl all the way up to stand. The core engages. Bring the hands into prayer in front of the heart. Release the arms down by the sides. Sun salute A. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold forwards, bend the knees any amount. Halfway lift, inhale, open the chest. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to your plank, knees up or down. Take an inhale here. Exhale to lower down, belly or chaturanga. Inhale for cobra or up dog. Exhale to down dog. Come back to your breath. Two more breaths. On your exhale, look forwards. Step or hop to the top. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale, hinge from the hips. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand, press the palms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Smooth out your breath. Arms by the sides. Flowing through again. Inhale, reach up, look up. Maybe a little back bend at the top. Exhale, fold forwards. Halfway lift. Inhale. Plank with your exhale. Inhale. Exhale to lower down. Inhale for your back bend. Exhale to down dog. Stay for 5 breaths. On an exhale, look forwards. Make your way to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale to rise. Hands to heart, exhale. Arms by the sides. Flowing through again. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank. Inhale in plank. Exhale, lower with control. Inhale for your back bend. Exhale to down dog. Stay for 5 breaths. Follow each breath in and each breath out. On your next exhale, look forwards. Step the feet outside of the hands to come into a squat. So toes and knees tracking in the same direction. Squat down. Perch on your block if you wish. Press the hands together. Elbows into the knees, knees into the elbows. And lift the chest up. Two more breaths. Standing forward fold, release the hands down, lift your hips up, heel toe the feet back towards each other, big toes to touch. Halfway lift, inhale, forward fold, exhale. Let's check there's a little gap between your heels, between your heels about 1 inch or 2, big toes touching. Bend the knees, sink the hips down. Chair pose. You reach out through your fingers. Now bring your arms down by your sides. Squeeze the little fingers up towards the ceiling. Shoulder blades squeeze together. Stay here or come up onto your tiptoes for drinking bird and squeeze your legs together. 2 more breaths. On an exhale, fold forwards. Step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, the right leg floats up, 3-legged dog. Bend the right knee and open your hip. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, knee towards the nose, step the right foot forwards. Right ankle under the right knee. Crescent lunge, rise up. Right hip pulls back, left hip draws forwards. Find airplane arms, arms by the sides, little fingers up towards the ceiling, and lean the chest forwards. So not collapsing belly onto thigh, but leaning forwards, pressing into that back foot. So by using your back leg, you can take some of the effort out of this front leg. 1 more breath. On an inhale, find warrior 2. Drop your back heel down, open hips and arms. Flip the right hand, reverse warrior. Left hand down, right hand up. Gazing either down to the side or maybe up towards the ceiling. Inhale through to side angle, either forearm to thigh or right hand inside your right ankle. Stretch your left arm over your left ear. Keep pressing into your feet to give you a lift up. Or you could look down to the side or up towards the ceiling. On an inhale, we're going to lift up to star pose. Reach your hands up, turn the heels in, toes out. Now bend the knees, squat down into goddess, and bring your hands onto your thighs. And let the hips be heavy, shoulders can shrug up around your ears. Sink right down. And then just sway a little bit from side to side. So a nice stretch through the inner thighs and the groins. Not too much effort on your legs. And come back to center. Bring the hands into prayer. Draw your shoulders back over the hips. Just 1 breath here. Inhale to straighten the legs. Turn the toes forward so the feet are parallel. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold forwards. Take a nice bend in the knees as you fold in. Drop the hands down. Let the head hang. If you've really got that flexibility through the backs of the legs, then you start to straighten the legs. But there's really nothing wrong with a bend in the knees. The bend in the knees helps to release your hamstrings and the lower back. On your next inhale, come up halfway, hands under the shoulders. Walk the hands round to the top of the mat and pivot your feet. A 3-legged dog, right leg up and back. Bend the right knee and open your hip. Inhale to straighten the leg. Release the right foot down. Now you can choose. You could take a break, or we can flow through the vinyasa. Inhale to plank if you're coming through. Exhale to lower down. Inhale for your back bend, lift up. Down dog with your exhale. Take an inhale together through the nose.
And sigh out through the mouth. Moving on to the second side. Inhale, float your left leg up. Bend the left knee and open the hip. Keep pressing into both hands and that right foot. Inhale, straighten the leg. Square the pelvis. Exhale, squeeze the knee in towards the nose. Step the left foot through. Find your feet. Then lift up into the crescent lunge. Stabilize here. Airplane arms, lean the chest forwards. Both legs are working, arms are working, chest is lifted, good. And the neck in a neutral position, so not cranking the head up, just look straight ahead and down. On an inhale, warrior two. Adjust into it and then find stillness. Keep the legs in this position, flip the left palm, reverse warrior. Inhale to side angle. Stretch your right arm over the right ear. Inhale to star pose, open up, turn your heels in. Sink down to goddess, hands on the thighs. And shrug the shoulders round the ears, keep the hips heavy, sink down. And then we're going to add in some twists. So keep your hips low. We're going to twist, dipping the right shoulder down, press the right thigh away, look over your left shoulder. So stretching through that right side, find some length there. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, dip the left shoulder down, press the left thigh away, look over your right shoulder. Exhale, back to center. Two more each side with the breath. Inhale, look left. Exhale, center. Inhale, look right. Exhale, center. Inhale, look left. Exhale, center. Inhale, look right. That's the last one. Come back to center. Bring the hands into prayer. Draw the shoulders back over the hips, ears over the shoulders, a smile to make it feel better. On your inhale, straighten the legs. Parallel feet, interlace behind the back. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, hinge forwards, find that bend in the knees. Let the head release. Either rest your hands at the lower back or lift your knuckles up towards the ceiling. Give the head a shake out. And bend one knee, straighten the other leg, switch sides. So working through both of the legs, bending and straightening, swaying side to side. And come to center, release the hands down, halfway lift, inhale. Hands walk round to the top of the mat. Three-legged dog, pick your left leg up and back. Open the knee and open your hip rather. Place the left foot next to the right. Now you choose. Take a break, or we're going to flow through one final time. Inhale forwards to a plank. Exhale, lower with control. Inhale for your back bend. Exhale to down dog. Coming into child's pose. Smooth out the breath. And remember your intention. Meeting in downward facing dog. Inhale forwards to plank. Your strongest plank yet, knees up or down. Take an inhale here. Your exhale, start to bend the elbows, slowly lower down onto your belly. Press the tops of the feet down. Hands under the shoulders, pelvis heavy. Start to peel the chest up for cobra. And we're going to hold it for a few breaths. So don't go too far. You need to be able to breathe evenly, smoothly. Face is soft. On an exhale, lower down. Bring the arms by the sides, right ear onto the mat. Turn your heels out, toes in, rest. Turn the forehead down. Turn your palms down, so locust, either hands pressing into the mat, or you could interlace the fingers behind the back if your shoulders allow. On your inhale, start to lift the chest up. Keep looking down so the neck is neutral. Option then to float your toes up. Option then to lift your hands up and pull your fingers towards the back of the mat. And again, you just move to the point that you can sustain, where the breath is still flowing. I can still talk. You're not pulling a face. Got a couple more breaths here. You release the hands down, turn the left ear down. Heels flop open, toes turn in, rest. Deep breaths into the back. Turn the forehead down. We're going to take bow pose, in which case you bend both of your knees and hold on to your feet or your ankles. And if that's not available to you, just take either locust like we just did, or cobra, or up dog. For bow, forehead down, roll the shoulders away from the ears. Start to lift your chest up and then kick the feet into your hands. And maybe the thighs lift up a little bit or a lot. The feet are flexed, they're quite active. Pressing the feet into the hands, Knees straight to the back of the mat, not flaying out to the sides. You've got a couple more breaths. Now gently release. Hands under the shoulders, forehead down. And press up to all fours so the spine is neutral. And then back to child's pose. Take some deep breaths, send it into any tight spots. Walk your hands in, come up to sit and send the legs straight forwards. Flex the feet. Take a little bend in the knees. Inhale to sit tall. Feet could be together or a little bit apart. Exhale, hinge forwards. Look down towards the mat. Inhale, sit back up. Bend your right knee, let the knee roll out to the right. Right foot inside the left leg. Left foot is flexed. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, lean towards your left foot. Inhale to rise up. Extend the right leg, bend the left knee. Left knee rolls out to the left. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to hinge forwards. Ooh, I always notice that a lot more on this side, in the hip. Couple more breaths. Inhale to rise. Just bend the knees, plant the feet at the top of the mat. Make your way down onto your back. Knees bent, thighs together. Shift your hips a little bit to the left. Let your knees roll to the right for a twist. The left arm reaches straight out to the left. I like to rest my right hand outside my left thigh, and the head can roll to the left. And we'll take 5 breaths here. Two more breaths. And bring the knees back to center and draw them in towards you. Neutralize the spine.
And we'll move on to the second side. Drop your feet down, shift the hips to the right, let your knees roll to the left. 5 breaths. Come back to center. Hug the knees in. Give everything a squeeze. And then release into Shavasana. Take your legs long, arms down by the sides. Turn your palms up. Gently make any adjustments that you need through the shoulders, through the upper back, the middle back, the lower back and the buttocks. And consciously soften the face, the forehead and the eyebrows, the eyes and the eyelids, the cheeks, the jaw. Soften the tongue. Let the whole body be heavy. Feel the weight of the body pressing down onto the ground. Become aware of the points of contact between the back of the body and the ground. Feel the heels, feel the calves in contact with the mat. The backs of the thighs touching down. The buttocks and the weight of the pelvis. Feel the very lowest point of the back in contact with the mat. Notice then there is a natural curve at the lower back and there's no contact. And coming to the middle back and the upper back, the shoulder blades. And running your awareness down the backs of the arms to the backs of the hands, lying heavy on the floor. And the back of the head, heavy weight of the head resting down. I feel all these points of contact between yourself and the mat. Take a deep, biggest inhale yet through the nose. Let the exhale be slow and long out through the lips. We'll use the last minute to be still and quiet. Start now to deepen the breath. Bring some movement into the fingers and the toes, the wrists and the ankles. Bring your knees in, let yourself roll to one side. And make your way up to sit. We meet seated and press the hands in prayer. Taking a moment before you move on with your day to feel the practice in the body, in the breath, in the mind. And bring the thumbs to the third eye, between the eyebrows. Remember your intention. Take all of this with you today. Come back to it when you need it. And we bow the head to the heart to seal the practice. Namaste. Thank you, everybody.